Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be building a guest racing facility. So this is the first one I've ever done, so we'll see if it works. Just zipping through the build phase here because it's not particularly interesting. Very simple track, just to see what happens really. I added a few things along the way that aren't necessarily attractions, just to see how the guests would react more than anything. We shall see how it goes. I'm adding some buildings here that I don't actually need. Science Centre, why did I do that? Anybody think I hadn't played the flipping game before? We're coming to the I need to change the settings moment because I forgot to turn the day-night cycle off. I decided just to build a marginally interesting path arrangement to see what happened, and yeah, well, the result of that will become clear, obviously. When you build a guest facility of any kind, you need something to entice the guests to a particular area, and the attractions work very well for that, as do dinosaurs, obviously. So I put a few attractions at the end of here. I put one of everything in the end. This is me realising I forgot to close the park, so hurriedly cutting off their access via path and then closing the part like I should have done at the beginning. So yeah, epic fail there. Just adding the rest of these attraction buildings. You'll notice the little glitch that doesn't change the signage to match the facility that you're putting down. I don't care, really not important for this at all. Couple of toilets in here, sorry, restrooms. Just a little something to make it marginally more interesting. Being the first one, I didn't want to go too elaborate, but I had to do something. Otherwise, it just looks crap, doesn't it? Anyway, not that it's brilliant otherwise. And this is me trying to decide what the heck I'm actually going to do after these attraction buildings. Just joining that path up, trying to make it very symmetrical, to try not to influence the guest one way or the other. Didn't work out quite as I expected, but still an interesting result. Just adding the amenity buildings of different sizes, realising I put down two exactly the same. I thought about leaving this path at the middle just to see what would happen. I'd take it out again in a minute, but I thought if I put a tiny path, will that just shove everybody into like a really small space? In the end, I think I just used it to guide the symmetry of everything that comes after. Now I'm putting the large amenities in this bit as we come to the towards the end of the track. I say track like it's not just a path. Right, I've got like one attraction building left because there was an uneven amount, so I decided to put it right at the end here with the one dinosaur enclosure. If there's one thing that will drag guests towards an area, it is dinosaurs, surprisingly enough, in a dinosaur park building simulator. So that's what I did. A little bit of changing going on here, just messing about really, making it look a bit less than flat green boredom. Yeah, let me know if you want to see any more guest racing parks and I can put more thought into it. I decided to do this kind of on a whim. I did it on the end of one of my other videos, which, if I remember, I'll put a card up for. And I decided, well, that's an interesting idea. I wonder if I did it on purpose, it'd actually be interesting. And it kind of was, actually. Here's me realising I need control room. Well, here's me realising I don't need the science centre and I need a control room instead. Because I need scientists, even though I'm in Sandbox. Seriously, Frontier, you've got to sort that out. Staff centre, just in case they go nuts, even though they're only going to be here like 5 minutes to create one dinosaur. Now here's the other irritating bit. Hiring scientists, training scientists, just so I can have one single dinosaur in my Sandbox park. Trying to get the ones that improve speed a bit, if they're available. Here's me looking for the upgrade, not really finding it. Seriously, it's absolutely daft. Why do I have to have these things? Anyway, I wasn't sure when I was building this if guests were actually attracted to the hatchery like I'd remembered. And it turns out they do have an influence. You'll find out later in the video when we do the actual race. But yeah, the build of this is very short. Nothing too complicated. Very simple, symmetrical, but simple. I decided I didn't like the size of this enclosure, so I made it a bit bigger. Even though this is Sandbox, and escapes are turned off and comforts turned off. Just needed something bigger, especially since we were going with T-Rex. This is me trying to remember why there are 2 live goat feeders. It's because one of them's got a little pole. Because, you know, that makes all the difference when the goat just walks off. Yep, just waiting on the T-Rex now. Park's essentially ready for the race. I decided to put a response facility, even though it doesn't really need it. I did think about putting a tour in to see if that would drag more people over, but it didn't really need it, so I didn't bother. It's me double checking the settings. I put a gate either side, just again, symmetry's a thing that I love. Getting towards the end of the build now. T-Rex is in. I decided to actually make it happy, because we don't want an unhappy T-Rex, God forbid. As she immediately goes and hides in a load of trees. Pennsylvania, my favourite map, just because of the colour more than anything. It's a very nice open wide space, obviously. Right, here's me deciding to put the response facility in. Can't decide where to put it. Need to be symmetrical. That'll do. Not liking that path at all. I mean, why? Make it make sense. Fix that. Right. When you come back, we'll have opened the park. And we shall see how we do in terms of the race. I'm just adding some decorations here that I completely forgot that I did. I'm terrible at lining these things up. Absolutely terrible. I just can't be bothered 90% of the time. So I'll get about halfway and then just start clicking just to get them down. But I like to cover up the back of the building. And obviously this is the only option we've got for that. Especially since this map has a limited array of fencing. Right, now here's me experimenting with planters, and that all gets done in a minute. Yeah, so the park's basically done. We'll cut to the race and we'll see how that goes. Right, now we are going to start the race. Now, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to open the park. The park is currently closed. There are no guests in the park, I believe. See, look, 0. Yep, great. Fine. We're going to let them run. Well, walk, obviously, and see who makes it all the way to see the wonderful T-Rex who's just waiting in here to greet all the visitors. Right, so very simple course. This is the first thing I've done, so we'll see if it actually works. It might not work at all. Right, opening the park. Now, I did this by accident once earlier on. Here we go. Here come the first visitors into the park. Streaming through that entrance. Desperate to see the facilities. I doubt we're going to get 5 stars in this park, just so you're aware. We do have a lot of, you know, very interesting attractions over here. I'm going to be very interested to see if they even get that far, to be honest. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this, so we'll see. Who's in the lead right now? This lovely lady in the vest shorts combo. Now the thing that they do that I have noticed is shortest possible route, but then branch back out onto the other side of the path. It's a bit strange, but nevertheless, here we are. Now I'm probably going to speed this up so that you are not forced to watch it. Now they're going to take the lead off you, lady. If you don't skedaddle, you're going to lose the lead. I don't think she cares. She's having a mightily wonderful conversation with the gentleman in the stripy shirt. But let's speed up time and see how we get on. Now it's going to take them quite some time to fully get around the course, if they make it at all. I mean, they should do, because the only reason to even come in is at the other end of this path. So, yeah, they come around the first corner. She's lost the lead to Mrs. Stripy Shirt already. She's now in 4th. That is an epic failure there on her part, and she's going to be back of the queue if she's not careful. That is no way to... oh no, they've gone in to the hatchery. Who knew they could even do that? Right. We have new leaders. We have a couple. I'm presuming they're a couple. They are sticking together. Previous leader is now in 3rd. Oh, no. Oh, they've gone. Oh, my word. Okay. So they've gone into the control centre. I do not understand why they've gone into the control centre. Okay, who have we got in the lead right now? It's about a race to the T-Rex. This is what it's all about. This is what I want to see the result of. They're splitting up around that corner. It's quite a long stretch, this one. The race is anybody's at this point, and it's frantic, obviously, because we've got it on triple fast forward, but is anybody going to just jump through and steal it before we even get to this corner? Here we go. Coming up to the corner, they should take a sharp corner there. There we go. Cornering like professionals. They've done this before. Sweeping wide now onto this stretch of the course. The green shirted lady is doing very well. Consistent, I think. The blue shirted lady now, she's got these two on her heels and she can't seem to shake them. I'm wondering if as a group they will branch off into the first attraction they come across, or if we'll get any action. Now this is a 50-50 split. Which way are they going to go? Oh, indecisive, and they've lost the lead because of that mistake. Is anybody going to go left? Nobody's going to go left. That is very interesting. Tell you the mechanics of these people is absolutely hilarious. Right, so it looks like everybody's taking the right hand path here, and we're sticking with the lady in the green vest. See now, she's taking the lead there. She's got a couple of workers behind her. How long can she keep that lead? Will these experienced people be able to overtake her as we approach the next corner? Now obviously she's lining up to take that sharp right. Will she do any... there we go. She's made a right turn there. That is a perfect line. The next corner will be interesting because it's not a 90-degree corner, people. I have no idea how many degrees this actually is, but it's not 90 degrees and they haven't actually had experience with this on this course before. She's taking a wide turn. I think she might get overtaken on the corner. Oh, she's cut them up. Look at her go. A seasoned professional lady in the green shirt. Taking this very seriously. Despite the co-workers there obviously getting paid to be in the park. She's taking a central line. Oh, she's veering off just to cover that right hand side so she doesn't get overtaken. Now, I put this little bit in here just to see what kind of reaction we get from today's competitors. Will the green shirted lady be able to hold on to the lead? Will she get overtaken? We will see. I would almost call that cheating just then. There was a little bit of grass walking happening there. But she still has the lead. She's going very strong here. Now, this is what I'd call another obstacle. There are restrooms here. Now, it depends, you know, how much to drink she had on the way to the park. She's a very slender lead. Very slender. I'm not so sure she can keep it. She's doing her best though. Those workers are sticking to their guns. They are grouping up in that three. Oh. This is very interesting. Oh my word. Now, green shirted lady has gone off to the right. She's the only one that's gone off to the right. The rest of them are branching out left so far. Green shirted lady is carrying on. The question is, will she go into any of these attractions? Is she heading somewhere specific? Oh my word, she is. She's gone into the lab tour. She's out of the contention completely. Let's rejoin the main group. It's those three workers. Now, is it experience of the park that's got them this far? Who knows? but they are certainly leading this entire race right now, completely on their own. Other groups in the other direction, nowhere near. These three are committed, followed closely by a trio of regular guests. Lady in the check shirt, very fetching. A new lady in a green shirt, and a gentleman in peach. Should we say peach? They are closing in on these three workers. Now, there's a chance that they could be overtaken on this corner. I don't believe we have any... Would you look at that? There's somebody neck and neck. How did you get so far? Another couple of workers, my word. Now, look, these trio of workers here have been overtaken by the trio of guests. This is a turn up for the books, ladies and gentlemen. Now, are they going to get past the small amenities? They have gotten past the small amenities. Let's quickly check on this lone pair of workers over here. They have passed the medium amenities. Now, it's anybody's race at this point. These guys are slightly behind the trio of guests with check shirt lady leading the charge. How far will they get? Will they make it around this corner? Will they go straight on? Who knows? Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh, for a second there I thought that we were going to go into the range station, which wouldn't make any sense at all. But this is a Frontier game, so who knows? And here we go. We're getting closer and closer right now. These are the large amenity section of the course. We're losing some stragglers now. There we go. Oh, just when I thought we'd got a surefire lead, we're now back with a trio of workers. This is the same trio of workers that we had at the start. They are literally holding down the front of this race. Unprecedented. Unprecedented speed and agility. Is it experience that has gotten them this far? It must be. They make the left turn, coming down the home stretch towards the viewing gallery for the T-Rex. Quick pit stop, pause there. I thought they were going to get overtaken, but they have not. Here they come. Quick stop to admire absolutely nothing at all. Are they going to make it? Are they going to get pipped at the post? I think they might make it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh, that was very close there. That was so close. Are we going to get them going into the viewing gallery? We are, ladies and gentlemen. These are not the workers that literally just went in there. Where did you four even come from? We had our winners. The park workers, using their experience, using their knowledge of the park, beat all the others to see this glorious T-Rex. Well, I can't even click on the moment. There, come on. Where are you? This glorious T-Rex, who apparently doesn't want me to look at her. Right now, there she is. The T-Rex is the ultimate prize for winning a race such as this. Anything else is completely irrelevant. And that concludes today's race. Join me next time as we see who wins the guest race. Will it be ringers? The ringers that are the workers, park workers, security members. I don't remember who they actually were, but can a guest actually make it to the end, or will workers always win? Join me next time and we shall find out.